Hey guys, if you've watched my Rusty Beauties update video, you probably noticed that we have a TR7 in the shop, and it is a customer's car. And like I said in the update, this car has been stored for 3 years in a garage that was leaking, so it has some water damage in it. We have to replace the carpet, we have to change some things and clean it up, but for the seats, they are in a pretty good shape. This is the passenger seat. The driver's seat has a little tear here, so we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that. The passenger seat is perfectly fine. We washed it a little bit, we cleaned it. It looks fantastic. The only problem is the smell. It still stinks. So we're gonna have to do something about the smell. And what I read on the internet was that apparently white vinegar mixed with water, equal parts, sprayed on the seats and then dried them out, and that would kill the bacteria that causes the smell. The bacteria of actually a mold. But I think the mold is deep inside the foam and everything. The steam would work, they said, but I don't think it's going to work very well on the seat as it is assembled. So what we decided to do was to take the covers out and see if we can clean them on the inside, if we can clean the foam and everything, and if we can get rid of the smell. If we can't, we're gonna have to replace the foam and the covers. Even though the foam seems to be in a perfect shape, the covers are in perfect shape, but if we have to change them, we have to change it. So anyways, I'm gonna start taking it apart, and I thought it might be interesting for you to see how these seats come apart and how they get assembled after that. For TR7, and I'm assuming TR8 owners. I know one of them, TR8. I don't like this car, it's a whole thing. But anyways, yeah, let me start disassembling it. So first of all, we're gonna get rid of the sled. So there are 6 bolts that hold the sled. Oh, and I'm not an expert on TR7 at all, by any means, but I've already done one seat, and that's why I know what I'm doing. Let me show you quickly. Completely taken apart. Okay, once the front ones are removed, we can slide the 2 sliders all the way forward. And then there are 2 more screws here. Oops. Actually, I'm going to leave that one to hold the top end first. So there are 2 here. That's why I left this one, so it doesn't fall on my head. So 6 screws all together, and the sled together with the seat belt buckle comes apart, and that's it. And now it can be cleaned, painted, and whatever. And then first the backrest has to come apart. For this we have to remove these clips here. I found that pliers like this can go inside. Once I take it out, I'm going to show you what the clips looks like. You just have to catch. I'm just using one arm of the pliers. I'm trying to catch the hook underneath. Okay. So this is what the clip looks like, and when you reach underneath with the pliers or anything else that has this L shape, what I do is I hook up like this and pull out. Eventually you can just use a screwdriver and do this, but you might damage the cover. If you don't care about the cover, if it's already ripped, that's all you have to do. I'm just trying to keep the cover because eventually we're gonna use it again. Okay, all the 4 are out. So this is glued. So once you have these out, they're a little bit more. So this is only a flap here, so it goes out, and then there are 3, 4, 5 more clips, and these are a little bit harder because you can't reach with the pliers inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do the screwdriver trick, trying not to lose the clips. Okay, once these are out, now we can lift the cover completely from here. And there are 3 more that hold straps. These straps are the ones that pull this line in. So there are straps that go through the foam, pull the cover in, and then they are clipped here. So these straps are going to be replaced anyways. They're going to have to be replaced because they're just cloth, and this cloth is rotten. So I don't care about them. Just I'm gonna push the clips in. I'm gonna have to be careful to find all these clips because some of them escape. And now these straps are loose, and the cover can go up. Here there's nothing, it's just the vinyl is wrapped around the foam and some stiffener piece here that I'm going to show you later. And then these clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are holding the cover that folds here. So we have to remove those. So the front end of the cover folds inside here, and then it is pulled and clipped here with these clips. So we're gonna try to remove those. These have teeth, so we have to be careful. I don't think there is a way to remove these without ripping a little bit of vinyl, but that's fine because this vinyl is deep inside the seat and nobody's gonna see it. See? They're off, they're still holding on with their teeth. Okay. So now this can come out. Here. I'm being careful here so it doesn't rip on me, because here there's a lot of tension right now, so I don't want to pull too hard there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it inside out. They're still here, so really careful. One of my clips. I'm just gonna turn it inside out. Okay, now we have to remove the backrest, the armrest, headrest. But to remove it, let me show you the other one. There's a little clip at the end, which is a metal piece inside. So this metal clip here is catching onto the slot over there and doesn't let you take the whole piece out. So for this, for the TR6, if you watched my videos for the 73 TR6, I made this tool, which you can just slide in from underneath, and that presses the clip, and then you can pull the seat out. If you flip the cover all the way out, now I have to pull out these straps, you might get access here, and you can press it actually with a screwdriver on this side. On the other seat I didn't know what to do, and I found this tool and I used it. But for here I can press it with a screwdriver, and now it's gonna come out. See, the clip is here. So this cover actually doesn't look too bad inside. The other one looks horrible. Let me show you the other one. That's the other one, which you can see the mold inside. But this one looks in a much better shape. So we might just take this to dry cleaning, and hopefully they can clean it for us. Even these are in pretty good shape. Anyways, let's keep going. So I'm going to take this foam out, and this foam here at the bottom, there are two stiffener pieces, so they have to unhook. They're hooked to, you see, there are little hooks, and they're hooked here to the side, so they have to unhook, like push them down or pull them down and open, and everything else is glue. So easy, so you don't break the foam or whatever this is, like a particle thing. And that's it, it's out. This actually looks in much better shape than the other one. The driver one is horrible. The bottom is very similar. It has clips all over the place. I'm gonna start from this. So we have to remove all these, and then we can undo it. And now we can just pull the vinyl out, which apparently it's not very easy because it's been shut in there for this car is 1980, so it is 39 years old. Okay. So now here we have to be careful because it is glued. Here there are these straps that are glued, so we have to unglue them carefully. Starting from the back, because you see how the shape is here, so we have to undo the back first and slide it this way. As I remember, it was glued here too, or not? No, it's not. So here you can just come back, but again, don't just pull on it, because it is glued here. The glue doesn't hold very well, but and in the middle, again, there is a stitch here that pulls in, and this is glued again here underneath. So we have to undo this little strap. Don't just pull on it. Don't just pull on the cover. Undo the strap, and then you can pull it out. Careful, because if the glue is holding well, we might trip the foam or the cover. So you have to be careful with it. So it's only up to here, and then here, oops, it should just slide out. Actually there's even wood here. So eventually when we start putting it back on, we're gonna have to start from the front, right? And glue it here. Okay, and that's it. So this cover doesn't look too bad inside either. I'm gonna try this with steam. Maybe I'm gonna spray them with white vinegar, or we'll see what we're gonna do. But we have to do something. This webbing, I'm gonna get rid of it and then I'm gonna replace it. We have new one over there. Or maybe I can keep you. No. I'm gonna definitely replace it. Oh, the headrest. So the headrest has two screws here. Your battery is flashing, but the other battery is still on the charger. Two screws out, this cover goes out. There are staples here. Now when you lift to one side, there are more staples underneath and they're holding the first side. So we have to take these out as well. Okay, and now this foam from the other one was disintegrated and this one is disintegrated as well. In a really bad shape, so we have to replace it. So I'm just going to pull it out and then we will see. So this is how it comes out. But the foam is, look at that. Definitely we have to replace this foam. There are two layers here. The outer layer actually is in a pretty good shape, but the inner layer is like particle thin and it is falling apart. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do here, how we're gonna do it, but I guess that's gonna be in another episode because I just wanted to show you how these come apart. Okay, so it looks like there's gonna be another video for putting it together, for putting the seat together, but before I end up this one, I wanted to show you the condition of this other seat. So here this pad is torn and there was this weight pad that was here. So this will have to replace, this will have to replace. The whole frame is gonna have to be sanded and cleaned up and painted. So we're gonna have to remove these little covers. They're plastic, so we're gonna take these out and clean them. The foam I already steamed, and to be honest, it doesn't smell bad anymore. I removed the webbing here too. It was totally disintegrated. Obviously this side of the car was more wet than the other. Wetter, can I say wetter? And but yeah, with steam it works well. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep steaming it more and more, and hopefully all the bacteria is gonna die. And that's about the foam. This foam is torn here, but it's not a big deal. We can glue it. That's because of these metal parts here, both sides. But we can glue it back together, that's not a problem. The covers, like I said, they are pretty bad. And this one on this side, no, on this side is torn because it was here, let me turn it inside out. And because this is the driver's seat and it was used a lot more, and people were obviously grabbing here when they were going in and out of the car, just so you know, in Canada we drive on the right side of the road and the driver sits on the left side of the car. So for us this is the driver's seat, and because the foam was torn from people pushing here all the time, and finally the metal reached the vinyl and it cut the vinyl too. So about this, I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna have to, if we decide to reuse these covers, we can take them apart and I can replace the piping, and I can replace only this panel because that's the only bad panel here. Everything else is in a beautiful condition. So that's it. I'm gonna keep steaming here, and I really thank you for watching again. And soon there's gonna be a second part of this video where we're gonna put it together. Hopefully I helped someone. I know I helped Chef Tash. Actually, I know he's not gonna take care of his seats. I will. On his TR8. So I didn't really help him. I helped myself by educating myself for his car, which I know one day I'm gonna have to take care of. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.